everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ezme, and just before we get into the video, I just want to apologise that there has been a lack of videos recently. We've had a couple of commitments we've had to deal with, and also please note that there is spoilers in this video. So this is a new series that I'm doing where I review upcoming and new games, and to start the series off, this is a game called Orwell that I'm reviewing for you today. And it is amazing from what I know. So let's get into the facts, shall we? So this obviously is called Orwell. And basically you can read this description there. I'm just going to shorten it for you. It's basically like Watch Dogs and that kind of theme, whereby it's all hacking, crime scenes, you know, you're profiling and getting all the information, and there's a lot of wording and a lot of text to read in this game. So if reading and that kind of thing is not for you in a game, then this probably isn't the game for you. Another things to note, that the release date was just under about a week ago, I think, week and a half ago. It was the 27th of October of this year, 2016. It's from the developer Osmotic Studios. I'm really bad at pronouncing things, and from the publishers Surprise Attack. There's a couple of tags at the bottom there for you to look at. Obviously it's single player, it's an indie game, it's quite story rich, like really story rich. It is episodic, and obviously a bit of hacking and dystopian vibes in there. You can buy it on Steam for, I think it said $6.99 there. And you can buy the game and the soundtrack for £20 and 48 pence, I think it says there. You can also buy it on G2A for £6 and 73 pence. I love the art style of this game. Sorry about the coughing. The art style is amazing. That kind of triangular look, and I don't know, it looks really, really good and really clean and crisp and all that kind of things. You can also find some more information on the actual website, orwellgame.com. But let's get into the actual gameplay. So we start off basically by making yourself a profile, as you can see I'm doing here. You type in your name and select a profile picture of your choice. It doesn't really matter. And the fun thing about this, in a second you get to put in your email address, and it's kind of making it seem a bit more like real, and it's not like just a game. So you can put in your actual email address in real life, and then what they'll do is basically they just send you an email as soon as the next episode is coming out, so you don't have to do it, but you can if you want to. Once you've done that, you can click next, and you're just going to have to read a contract or a terms, basically the terms and conditions. Click agree to that, and then you can get straight into the game. It starts off with this cutscene here, which I've sped up a little bit for you and muted, so you don't really get much of the story. So if you do want to buy this, you know, I'm not ruining too much of the story for you guys. This is just a teaser of what the game's like to see if you want to buy it or not. That's the whole reason of this series. So this is the main character of the actual game, for this episode at least, called Cassandra. Basically this bomb goes off now, and apparently she's behind it, and she killed a police officer, and it's quite terrible and stuff. This is episode 1, the clocks were striking 13, I can't speak anything. This is the general interface you'll see throughout the whole game, at least this episode. I'm not sure, this is only just for this episode. On the left there are a few tabs and information about your suspect, which is Cassandra, the one you saw at the beginning there. And on the right here are some websites where you can get your information to basically find all the information you can about the suspect, Cassandra, and basically just find all of what she is, who she is, what her family are, if she has a boyfriend or a girlfriend, where she lives, what her occupation is, and you basically drag things from the websites into this database called Orwell. This is the big like system. It's a bit like oh, what's it called from Watch Dogs. Oh, I literally just watched an episode of that earlier. No, I've lost it. Let me know in the comments if you know what I'm on about. You also get this guy at the top called he basically talks to you and basically shows you how to play the game, and he'll give you some information about some of the clues you've given him and that kind of thing. The general idea to start off with the subject is to find those 4 things on the left there by reading the text, and finding out different things about her, where she was from, her relationship, her her job, and her date of birth. I'll show you in a while. There are different websites you can go to, and it will show you kind of different ways to look at it. There are also a couple of things to note: that you can choose not to upload some information onto the database. They call it data chunks, so you're uploading data chunks to the database basically. As you can see, there's a different website here where you can find different information about her, and basically the game is all about finding information, reading text, kind of puzzle solving and crime scene investigating. And if that's up your alley and you love Watch Dogs and hacking and loads of that kind of thing, then this game is literally for you. I played about half an hour in total of this game and I absolutely loved it. It's a bit too heavy on the reading for me, but you can scroll past that a little bit, but not too much though, because you miss out on the story, and you also miss out on some vital information that you might need. Not gonna lie, I did get stuck at the end of my filming session, that's why I stopped. And it is a case of making sure you got all the information correct and getting it uploaded to Orwell. And by uploading more information, you then gain access, as you can see here in a second, to more websites and more information and more places to pick your information from. I've already known that she's an artist as an occupation, which is really good. And it's so much fun, this game. So yeah, if reading and like crime scene investigating, if that's up your street, if that's up your alley, then go ahead and let me know in the comment section what you think of this game so far. So in a second I'm going to show you some more footage of the game, and here is a different website that you can have a look at. This is basically her portfolio, as it were. I know if this was real and stuff, because she's an artist. This is her portfolio and her website, so it gives you like a real insight onto who this person was, even though she's not real and it's not like an actual real person. It still gives you like a really cool idea of who she is and what her life is like and stuff like that. I basically made a bit of a mistake here by disabling some of the information, which was actually vital, and I needed to know that information. You also get updated with headlines and news about what's going on in the world, because it is continuous, as you can see the time on the top left there. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna say I love the art style for this game, because it is basically just like taking snippets of colour in different areas, in like triangles and like, different shapes, and creating like a person from it. I love that kind of art style. It's so clean and crisp and perfect that it just feels so fresh to play. We're going to go onto another website, or I'm going to go to another feature now actually, which is this chat function. You don't actually chat with a person, so you don't have to do any typing or anything like that, but it's Cassandra and somebody else going to be talking, so this is an unknown person at the moment. And you can also find out snippets of her life and how she is, and information that might help you towards completing the case file. That is basically, like, think about Gotham. This is basically like Jim Gordon finding, I don't know, Hugo Strange, and you're building up loads of information about him and you're putting him onto a database. That's basically the gist of it. If you ever watched Gotham, by the way, you should totally watch Gotham because it's amazing. But anyway, that's beside the point here. So as you can see, we've picked up some information about this person, and we found out who he is now. So he is Joseph Langley. I think it's Joseph. Yeah, Joseph Langley. And he is her accountant or secretary or lawyer. I think he's a lawyer. And basically working relationship. And you do find some more things about their relationship as the story goes on. As I said, this game is episodic, so you do play episode 1, which is this one, and then you go on to playing, I think there's like 5 episodes out at the moment, so go check that out on Steam if you haven't already. Yeah, so I've taken some information from that conversation and stuck it into Orwell. So here is another website which is owned by her parents, which you find out in a minute. And these is basically her their parents' pharmacy that she did work in as well. It gives you a list of loads of products that they sell, what the company is like. That obviously there's her mother and father there. If we scroll down a little bit more, it's actually her. And it shows there that she actually worked here, even though she said she got fired from it on her portfolio website. Getting mixed up with real life there. So it's kind of a lot of controversy with it as well. There's a bit of politics, if that's your kind of thing. I'm just going to show you one more website, which is basically her Facebook page, but obviously they can't say Facebook because that's copyrighted, obviously. It's called Timelines instead, which is quite a boring name, I think. But it gives you a lot of idea of who she is and what her life is like. It's so fun to basically find out loads of information about a person. Even though she's not real, it still makes it like a really fun thing to do in a game. I did get a bit stuck after this, as you can tell, so I'm not going to give you too much spoilers because this is only about half an hour worth of gameplay for you guys. As you can tell, you basically read through all these websites, pick out information from it and stick it right into the Orwell database. Some of the information that you put into the Orwell database, the guy at the top there will go, don't think that was actually you needed to do that. So not all of the information is necessarily important, so don't exactly just pick up all the stuff that's highlighted and stuck it into Orwell, because that's not how it works. I mean, most of the game is about reading, so if that's not your thing, then fine, and walk away and forget that this game ever existed. I hope you've enjoyed this first episode. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and give me other suggestions on other games you'd like to see me review. And let me know in the comment section what you thought of this game, and I'll see you next time, I guess. Have a good day, guys. Bye!